All right, what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we're back with another video. Get in here, get in here. It's getting bizarre. All right, so listen, y'all know I love my Gemini brother. Y'all know I love Kanye West. However, I have to be honest with you. I think Kanye West is on a manic rant. Kanye West is very manic right now. And Kanye West, here's the thing. Kanye West has done a lot of things. And he said a lot of things over the years. But I feel like this particular time, he has gone too far, and I think it's a point of no return. He's dragged everyone in the industry, from Virgil Bilal to John Legend, Kim Kardashian, Playboy Cardi, Big Sean, Jay-Z, Lil Durk, Pusha T, Amber Rose, Adidas, Drake, Kendrick Lamar. I mean, the list goes on. Future, everyone, okay? Accusing, a white woman of having control of his kids, talking about Kim Kardashian and, her mom, Kris. And it's just kind of like, well, was she a white woman when you had babies with her? Because half your kids are white. Your kids are all half white, and you married a white woman. So, that's the thing, too. I cannot stand when, like, the black men that marry white women are just so pro-black. They're always the most pro-black, aren't they? And I know some of you guys are out there. I don't really know too much about the black women that marry white men, but I know that a lot of them black, and they always be real dark, black. Like black, right? And they be like the most pro-black, but they women be like the most white as my teeth. You know what I'm saying? And that always is a key to me, because I'm like, girl, if you just so pro-black and so black power, well, why is it that, you don't have a black woman? But anyway, that's a conversation for another day. So people are not feeling Kanye West because of that, right? And, here for us, I think the biggest thing that he did that was just completely off limits, outside of him trolling Kim and talking about Iggy Azalea and just doing all the crazy stuff, wanting his daughter to be on a record with a Diddy record. I don't know. Kanye is just confusing me, and the tweets go for days, honestly, and he just put out an album called Bully. However, no one listened to it. So I don't know if this manic rant is to promote his album, but it feels like Kanye West hasn't had any sleep. The guy's been up literally for 24 hours ranting and tweeting. But some of the most eerie tweets were about Jay-Z and Beyonce's kid. I think it's Rumi and Carter. I don't know. Don't give me the line about their names. But, we only see the little twin, right? The girl. But we never see the little boy. And a lot of people are, there's rumors, people have speculated that, I don't know why people do this, but people love to throw Down syndrome on people's kids, especially celebrities' kids. I swear to God, almost every celebrity person, especially in our black culture, if their kid isn't doing this by this age, or we just deem that something, you always see in the comments, well, they got Down syndrome, they autistic. It's like, why do we do that about everybody's kid, especially if they're a celebrity? If the celebrity hides the kid, or the celebrity doesn't let the kid be a personality online, maybe they just don't want the kid out. Maybe they don't want the kid talking. But I cannot tell you how many times I've seen different celebrity kids be diagnosed with autism and things like that, just because, and Down syndrome, because of whatever reason, But now Kanye West has made, I'm not going to put the tweets up here because they're just very disgusting and very nasty. And I probably would get flagged. But in a slew of tweets, he wrote, wait, this is completely unwarranted. Wait, has anyone ever seen Jay-Z and Beyonce's younger kids? They're retarded. No, like literally. And this is why artificial insemination is a blessing. I don't know why you're saying that. But then he says, at least Jay-Z and Beyonce get to raise their retarded kids. Oh, and there's more. Wait. Because so he deleted the first tweet, and he was like, I didn't really want to delete it. I got a bunch of phone calls to delete it. So he rewrote the tweet. Wait. Has anyone ever seen Jay-Z and Beyonce's younger kids? They're retarded. No, like literally. And this is why artificial insemination is such a blessing. Having retarded child is a choice. I don't know what that means. So is he saying that they created a kid, or they should have used artificial insemination to make sure they didn't have a kid? I don't know. If Twitter take my down, then so be it. But I need y'all to know, Jay-Z or nobody have power over me. So he basically said that Jay-Z and Beyonce got kids. And I'm over here gagging. And now everybody's talking, oh, he not talking about, that's a fake account, that's a fake account. That's the real Kanye account. I don't know what he's asking for, what he's looking for, but when you play with somebody's kids, you're off limits. And I just think that he should stop doing that, because he has 4 kids of his own. And when you play with other people's kids, you bring a lot of bad energy and a bad karma onto your own kids. And Northwest is really outside in a public space. So Kim, if I would be very cautious, just having my kids around, and just, be protective, a little bit more protective of the energy that you have your kids around, because Kanye West is putting a lot of negative energy out, and it's going to come back towards your kids. And could you imagine if people just started saying nasty, nasty, dirty, and vile things about his kids? You know what I mean? And I wouldn't dare give suggestive highlights on what they could say, but it's just, you can imagine the things that they could say about, his kids. And it's just like, I don't know, that was just kind of a little bit too far-fetched. And I feel like at this point, Kanye West can never come back. There's never a time where there's never an apology where you can come back and be cool with Jay-Z and Beyonce. It's too far gone. And Kanye West does like from time to time to come back and be cool, and once he's taken his medication and calmed down. But at this point, I feel like it's just gone too far, And I don't know what the thing is with Jay-Z and Beyonce, but a lot of people feel like they have a dark spirit around them, a dark energy. I don't know if it's the power that they have, but a lot of people feel like they are like the king and queen of darkness in this music entertainment industry. And a lot of people don't like them. And I don't know, they feel like, especially Jay-Z, he gets a terrible rap, and a lot of people want to see him fall. I'm not that far into the industry, so I have no idea what's going on with that. But I fear for Kanye, because, he's made it clear before that he's felt like Jay-Z has tried to kill. And I feel like you didn't make this any better. And so for Kim and her kids' sake, I feel bad, because they're going to have to grow. Well, the kids are going to have to grow up and look at all the things that their dad has said, and like look at all the bridges that he's burned. I think some people will realize that, hey, Kanye is, bipolar schizophrenic, right? But at some point, you have to just understand that it's not enough bipolar in the world if you're not going to take your medicine and stay on your regimen, that I can befriend you, because at any moment, at the drop of a dime, you're going to go on a manic rant and say whatever the comes to your mind. And I cannot be caught in the crossfire of that, even though I'm going to be anyway, because we had some sort of affiliation, So I just think it's really unfortunate that Wendy Williams is locked up like this and Kanye West is free.
Shit gonna get ugly, okay?
But not like that, but you get what I'm saying. No, but honestly, the fact that Kanye West is able to run free, be on Twitter like this, and he's clearly got something going on, and you got people like Wendy Williams in conservatorship, is crazy. So Kanye, get it together, brother. This is not safe for you. This is not safe for your children. And it's never that much music or industry in the world for you to go on these manic rants. I don't know if, but here's the thing. When you're not taking your medicine, you just start going off, and everybody gets it. And I'm just like, is anybody trying to control him? Because why would he do this? You know what I mean? Like, what you're doing still, but you don't care. But a piece of me feels like he's like, well, I can just blame it on, the crazy, or I'm so crazy, I'm a genius, and I'm smart. I think a little bit of this is Kanye West is worth a lot of money, super famous, and crazy. So, you mix that all together, you're going to get a hell of a blowjob. No, like, seriously. Imagine just being regular crazy. Just, clinically diagnosed, cuckoo in the clock. Kanye West is already dealing with that. Then you add the celebrity Hollywood crazy. That's another layer. Then you add the money and the fame and the power crazy. That's another layer. So he's getting hit with crazy, and then you add the Gemini. He's getting hit with all kind of crazies from left and right. So a piece of me feels bad for him because all he does is fight demons every day. But at the same time, at a 42, 45, 50-year-old man, you cannot be cutting up like this, and you have to set an example for your children, and it's just not a good look. And this industry that we're in, you know these people are crazy, and you can get touched. So I just hope he's protecting himself, and this is a very bizarre show, but I guess we'll be watching. What do you guys think in the comments below? Do you think Kanye West took it too far? How do you think this ends for him? And is there any get back with any relationship from anybody in the industry after these rants? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, keep that same energy, and we'll see you soon. Peace out.